Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly, 79 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Again, here's Pirine. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's Pirine. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Handoff here for Pirine. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Yellow, yellow. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete. ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for
stop meaning. That's it.
And in the huddle looking at each other.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Run. Hey, ram. What is up?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. He gets it to Johnston. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Dobbins. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins once more. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Chiefs 7. Dicker to kick off for the
So after the
Chargers.
touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Out to his left. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, OP. Go.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 55 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. On the move to his left.
And he is going to be out of bounds
That's
a
my
mile
ball.
away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a
Good game.
and the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much